Pushpa from 3rd BCA from Mahalakshmi Women's College of Arts and Science. Welcome you all to the marathon of book reading in the name of Search the Roots. I am here to share my experience about a book named I Am Malala. I Am Malala is the story of the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. And it is an autobiographical book by Malala Yousafzai, co-written with CHRISTINA. It was published on 8th October 2013 by WEIDENFELD and NICOLSON in the UK and Little Brown and Company in the US. It has covered 288 pages. Malala was born in Mingora, Pakistan on July 12, 1997. Welcoming a baby girl is not always cause for celebration in Pakistan. But her father, Ziauddin Yousafzai, was determined to give her every opportunity a boy would have. She grew up in the city of Mingora with her two younger brothers. Her family practiced the religion of Islam, was part of an ethnic group known as the Pashtuns. Malala's early childhood was one of the happiness and peace moment in her life. October 9, 2012 started out like most school days in the life of 15-year-old Malala Yousafzai. She attended class at the school founded by her father and had taken exams for most of the day. Her school was within walking distance from her home, but Malala rode the bus, as her parents felt it was safer than walking. On her home way, the bus was ambushed by two men who asked for her and then shot her in the head at point blank range. I Am Malala is the amazing story of young Malala's inspirational life and a remarkable recovery from gunshot wounds. Malala and her family lived in the Swat Valley of northern Pakistan, an area that had been in the grasp of the Taliban since 2007 but was proclaimed by the Pakistani Prime Minister to be Taliban free. Since the middle of 2009, her family took precautions nonetheless as the Taliban opposed schooling for girls and Malala was attending and thriving in school. Malala loved learning and understood the value of education. Her parents were champions of education for both girls and boys. Her father had allowed a number of poor children to attend his schools for free. He often spoke out publicly against the Taliban and criticized the unwillingness of the Pakistani government to fight the Taliban. Malala was encouraged by her parents to write and speak in favor of education for all children and had been interviewed by the BBC and other national international news organizations to promote education for girls. In 2011, she won Pakistan's National Youth Peace Prize and was a nominee for the International Children's Peace Prize for her courage in speaking out for education. While traveling to a speaking engagement in 2011, Malala saw a young girl selling oranges and keeping track of what she sold by scratching marks on a piece of paper as she could not read or write. I took a photo of her and I would do everything in my power to help educate girls just like her, Malala declared. All the publicity from her speaking engagements had attracted attention and death threats from the Taliban towards Malala and her father. The Taliban still had an obvious presence in their village. As a result, Malala no longer walked anywhere alone and rode a rickshaw to school and a bus home from school. Still, she continued to attend classes every day until the day she was shot. The bullet that shot Malala went through her left eye socket and out under her left shoulder. She was immediately taken to the nearest hospital and quickly transported by helicopter to a hospital with better facilities. On October 15, Malala was flown to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, England, so that she could get the extensive rehabilitation that she needed. News of Malala's shooting soon reached all corners of the world. Malala became a symbol of hope and inspiration to all who heard her story. Since recovering, she has addressed the United Nations and called on the world's leaders to provide free education to every child in the world. I Am Malala is a book that teens and adults will find meaningful. It offers a glimpse into the lives of a Pakistani teenager and a family, and the difficulties of living in a country that is in the clutches of extremists. It will certainly make readers a bit more thankful for the educational opportunities we are afforded in this country. The book demonstrates what can happen when one small voice speaks up to inspire change in our world. Malala's message through this book, that your own magic pencil, your voice, your words, your art can make a real difference to the world. Education is education. We should learn everything and then choose which path to follow. Education is neither Eastern nor Western, it is human. There are 57 million children who are not in primary school, 32 million of them girls. Though we loved school, we hadn't realized how important education was until the Taliban tried to stop us. Going to school, reading and doing our homework was not just a way of passing time, it was our future. With guns, you can kill terrorists. With education, you can kill terrorism. One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. No struggle can ever succeed without women participating side by side with men. There are two powers in the world. One is the sword and other is the pen. There is a third power stronger than both, that of women. I recommend this book to every young boy who is oblivious to the fact that girls have to fight to get what the boys are privileged to have right from the start. And to all the girls born in parts of the world where they are being respected and treated as equal to men. This book has inspired me and it will surely inspire you. I do believe something very magical can happen when you read a good book. Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my experience about this wonderful book.